Welcome to today's online English lesson. Today, we will be exploring the concepts of tone, register, and style in writing. While these terms might initially seem confusing, fear not. By the end of this lesson, you will have a thorough understanding of how they work and how they can enhance your writing skills. Let's start by delving into the concept of tone. Tone refers to the feeling or attitude conveyed by a writer through their choice of language. It sets the mood of the text, just like someone's tone of voice when they're speaking. Think of it as the emotional flavor of the language. To identify the tone of a text, we can analyze the language used. For instance, the use of slang and humor tends to create a personal or light-hearted tone. On the other hand, the use of technical language often indicates a more serious and informative tone. Now, the tone employed by a writer depends on the purpose and audience of the text. For example, a text that instructs readers on how to operate heavy machinery would typically adopt a serious tone, conveying the importance of safety. In contrast, texts aimed at young children might employ a playful and light-hearted tone to engage their imagination and foster a sense of enjoyment. Moving on to register, it refers to the vocabulary and level of formality that an author chooses to use in their writing. Authors must carefully select the appropriate register to suit their intended audience. Register can range from formal to informal, or even fall somewhere in between. Let's consider a couple of examples to understand this better. If you were to write a letter to your town council expressing your concerns about the state of the local park, a formal register would be necessary. You would use language such as, "The current state of the park is appalling and requires urgent attention." The formal register is essential in this case, as you want the town council to take your request seriously. In contrast, suppose you were writing an article for your school newsletter discussing the deteriorating condition of the park. In this context, an informal register would be more suitable. You might write something like, "If we don't do something soon, the park will get even more run down." By employing an informal register, you can connect with your classmates and ensure they understand the urgency of the situation without being put off by complicated language. Now that we have explored the concepts of tone and register, let's move on to style. Style refers to the way in which the entire text is put together. It encompasses elements such as sentence structure, paragraph organization, and overall writing techniques. Style adds personality and flair to your writing, making it unique and engaging. To develop your own writing style, it's essential to read widely and study various authors' approaches. Pay attention to how they craft their sentences, use literary devices, and convey their ideas. By experimenting with different styles, you can find your own voice as a writer. Now, it's time for you to put your knowledge to the test. Below are 10 questions for you to complete. Remember to think critically and apply what you've learned about tone, register, and style. 1. Identify the tone in the following sentence. The sun was shining brightly, casting a warm glow on the tranquil meadow. 2. Explain why a formal register would be suitable for a job application letter. 3. Rewrite the following sentence using an informal register. I am writing to inform you of the upcoming changes in the school curriculum. 4. Choose the most appropriate tone for a persuasive essay on the importance of recycling. 5. Define the term register in your own words. 6. Identify the style of writing used in a poem by William Shakespeare. 7. Give an example of a text that would require a serious and informative tone. 8. Explain why it's important for writers to develop their own unique writing style. 9. Rewrite the following sentence using a more playful tone. It is crucial to study diligently for the upcoming exam. 10. Describe a text that would require an informal register and explain why. Take your time to answer the questions and feel free to refer back to the lesson if needed. Once you have completed the questions, you will have a solid grasp of tone, register, and style in writing.